And welcome back to the Constitutionals Podcast. I'm your host, Chad White. If you didn't know, this is the premier podcast for the website, cpluscomedy.com. Like I just said, it's a website. Go there. We are in a rush today. I'm recording on my phone. I'm recording on the Zoom as the audio. I'm at home. If you're not watching the video, if you're not watching the audio, now what you're doing in your life. But I'm recording everything's a regular record. Except for the camera now is my phone. And the only issue is I know I have 7 gigabytes of memory on my phone left. 64 gigs. 7 gigabytes of memory. Why did phones, this phone's 3 years old. Even back in 2017 when it came out. Maybe 2016. Yeah, because I got it the spring after. So maybe even in 2016 when this phone came out, it was 64 gigabytes is still too small because flash memory was, I could still go out and get the 256 gigabyte card back then for, $100. Now it's like $25. What are you doing? I forgot what I was looking for. Oh no, I was looking for the constitutional topics on my Google Drive. Oh boy, what a week it's been. Yeah, I feel like, especially since I'm going to work, in the past couple of weeks, there hasn't been that many people driving. There haven't been that many people driving on the road. And then yesterday I noticed just a crap ton of people driving their cars on the highway in Atlanta. Insane. Just a lot of people. Like I would almost hit traffic. Which in Atlanta, that's a godsend. You want to almost hit traffic, but just miss it. Get off of your exit. Just miss it. What else happened? Oh, today I had an interview with director Rachel Lee Goldenberg. I believe that is her name. Nice half-hour interview. I did not mean for it to go that long. And truth be told, this is probably the first or second interview ever that I just noticed something in my poorly built apartment, that there is a piece of flooring that's coming up. A piece of hardwood flooring that wasn't even put in correctly. And it's just, I've never sat at this angle and looked at the closet. And it's noticeable. It's very noticeable. I can't believe I didn't notice that. You pay so much for these apartments, and then, there's trade-offs. I mean, I'm very lucky to even be able to afford to live alone in a 2-bedroom in Atlanta, no less. But it's crazy. Crazy. I think about this all the time. Like, I'll get back to Rachel Lee Goldenberg in a second. But was it last week? So up until last week, for maybe 2 months, 2.5, 3 months, my tub, when I was taking a shower, would drain super slow. And then over the course of that 2.5, 3 months, it got super, super slow. And then one day last week, it was on, what did I do last Saturday? Yeah, so it had to be last Thursday. So last Thursday, I think about this all the time, ever since it happened. So last Thursday, I took a shower in the morning. I did my little workout, my boxing workout, and I took a shower in the morning. and then I got out of the shower, and it wasn't draining at all. My tub just stopped draining. And I said, what in the world's going on? And I just did and also the shower water was building up around, usually it would build up around my feet, but it got to my ankles, and I was just sitting there like, I was just mad. I said, I pay $1,500 to live here, and there's no parking, and there's no amenities, and blah, blah. I'm just like mad in the shower. And then I get out, I get ready and everything. And before I go to work, I look in the tub, still not drained. I go, maybe it'll drain all day. I come back home. I had a work day. Come back home. And first thing I do is look in the tub. And I'm cussing up a storm, furious. And I just go, you know what? I'm going to fix this. Because obviously no one can come out here and fix this. So I look, and I look online, and I figure and just say, and just like how to undrain a tub, because before, like a month into this, I bought some white vinegar and then some baking soda, and I did the whole, like, you pour hot water down there to flush everything out, then you do the vinegar and the baking soda, and then you wait like 15 minutes and then you do hot water again. So, just put on the electric kettle and did that twice. And it didn't work. And then I get in the tub and I unscrew. You have to find where there's a little tiny screw under where the water stopper is, and you got to find that, and then you got to unscrew it, and then you got to take out the water stopper, and then you just get a wire hook and you dig in there and you root around and push and pull, and whatever come out will come out. I did that. Then keep in mind, this water's been sitting here all day, so it's about ankle deep water. So which means my forearm is basically covered, like half my forearm is covered. I took off the watch, obviously. It's a garment. It's special. It's important. The garment's like 7 years old. So I dig in there, I do it, and then I root around in there. I have one wire hanger left because I got rid of them all because they're bad, and I dug around there. I dug around and I pull out this big clump of what I think is just hair, and I pull it out and I see the color white, and I go, what the F is that? And I pull out this thing, and it's a giant wad of plumber's tape and hair, and I'm thinking, how did that get in there? And then suddenly the drain just starts to move. It's not moving fast. So then the other thing I saw on a Home Depot video was you get the plunger and you just plunge deep. You just plunge on top of the hole, and then maybe that'll push everything that's at the end that you can't get. So I did that, and the plunger had particles on it from when I last used it. The plunger had particles on it from when I last used it, and so those particles are now floating in this water. I just plunged, and then I just heard it was like a deep, and just whatever was pushed out, and all of the water just started flowing down this drain. And then the water's gone. I get some cleaner. I spray it around. I start cleaning the tub a little bit because I'm going to clean the tub anyway on Saturday because I do it every 2 weeks. And I clean the tub, and the shower's now working. But there's a wad of tape and hair that's sitting in my trash can. And I think, how did that get in there? So I have two theories. It's either... I'll end the story in a second. It's either this apartment was so shoddily built that whatever pipes are down there connecting, to who knows what, that one of them is now destroyed and gone, and that piece of tape was just from that pipe, and it was just like watered around there, then it just got loosened and slipped out, and now the tape it was in my drain, and eventually something bad's going to happen. Or B, all the pipes in the apartment complex are connected, and that exact same thing happened, and so it's going to be a huge problem for everybody. So who knows what'll happen. I'm not looking forward to it. I wish I could find this price apartment at a complex. Truly, I do. But again, very lucky to have this apartment and to be able to get a stimulus check, which came in. I'm very glad it did. I immediately paid credit cards. Just two of them. I only have two. So let's hop right into this first story. The PS5 is going to be in short supply. This comes from Bloomberg for this first year. Written by Takashi Mochizuki. I don't know why I said Ziku. And Yuki Furukawa. I'm really good at pronouncing things. Oh, boy. Apparently, this counts as two articles. If I read it earlier today, and then if I opened it earlier today, and then I opened it a second time, this counts as two articles on my Bloomberg access. Joy. So there's no secret that both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are going to be coming out this year. Coronavirus hits. Sadly, we now have to deal with the coronavirus. So that means things are going to be in short supply. Apple announced the iPhone SE is coming out, a new version of it. Obviously, that might be a little bit short supply, even though China's opening back up, and that's where we know Apple builds their phones. So who knows? But we do know PS5 is going to be in short supply, and maybe the Xbox Series X. But Sony has come out and said, hey, it's going to be in short supply. And it is due to COVID-19 coronavirus. The company, this comes from Bloomberg, the company has told assembly partners it will make about 5 to 6 million units of the PS5 in a fiscal year ending March 2021. So that means from now until next March, from last March to from the past month to this next March. And when the PS4 came out in November 2013, it looks like it sold 7.5 million units in its first 2 quarters. So that's drastically below what it's meant to, what they want to sell. But PS5 is going to be a lot more expensive than what the PS4 launched at. So with Xbox Series X. Now, if you think of these consoles in terms of computers, they're going this first year. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have a PS5 or a PS4. It doesn't matter in this first year because the games are going to be released concurrently with both those consoles. It's going to be 2 or 3 years down the line in 2024 when you are, what year is it? 2020 and 2022 and 2023 when you're going to want to upgrade because that's when the exclusives will be there. But otherwise, we're going to get Last of Us Part 2. We're going to get Ghost of Tsushima. I think that's what it's called. You're going to get whatever other exclusives there are going to be on the PS4, they're going to be on the PS5 too. These, especially if you look at Xbox Series X, Microsoft has come out and said, Phil Spencer, Major Nelson, everybody has said, this is it's going to be more expensive. The games are going to be released, Game Pass is still the same. Xbox Live is still the same. So you don't have to worry about that stuff. Yeah, so just wait. You don't need a PS5 right now. I want to buy this coffee machine. It costs $180. It makes hot coffee, hot tea, cold brew. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? You bet your butt. So yeah, PS4 sells for $300. $250 is the cheapest I've seen. I think I bought mine in 2000 when Until Dawn came out. So 2015 or 16. I graduated college 2016. I bought in 2016 just for Until Dawn. And it was a deep sale for $200. And yeah. And I bought it and it came with Uncharted and I played Uncharted for a little bit and I said, this is boring. Waiting for Until Dawn to come out. Until Dawn came out, played it over Christmas. And it was truly amazing. I bought my Xbox One. That was a deep sale, 2015. It was refurbished, and I bought it, and it came with an Assassin's Creed game, I believe. No, it came with, oh, God, I was just looking at this game the other day. What's the one with the gladiators? Oh, jeez. Xbox Gladiator game. It is called Rise, Son of Rome. It took me like 3 years to beat that game too, because that game is just boring. It looks great though, and I bought. I think that was like $250, and it came with that, and it came with the Kinect, and it also came with Dance Central. Now I can't play Dance Central because I sold my Kinect for $2 because I was in desperate need of money. So just wait. That's what I'm saying. Moving on. The XFL is no longer anymore. If you recall, if you watch News Time, and I know you don't, you would have seen an episode that I did about the XFL returning. The Extra Football League is what I've been calling it. Vince McMahon's baby. You know what I just realized? I'm in the bed, and I deliberately chose to record this episode in bed. And then I said, in my head, when the theme song was going, I thought, you know what? I have to address it. I'm back in the bed. And I never did. Here we are. I'm back in the bed. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you're watching this as an Instagram clip out, go ahead and subscribe to the Constitutionals podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, please. And then watch the video on youtube.com/sequelscomedy. And don't say you did, because you're lying to me. I know you only watch the Instagram cutouts, you jerks. You bunch of turds. Thanks for subscribing. Tell your friends. And review us. Anyway, the XFL is coming back. It's gone. It's gone. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It's gone. And now so this is back in April 10th. It's from ESPN, written by Kevin Seifert and Field Yates. What kind of names are those? Field Yates. If he didn't play sports, then I don't know what he's doing in his life. At least in high school and college. XFL suspends operations, lays off employees, and has no plans for 2021 season. This is sad because, obviously they didn't sell tickets and they might not have had the viewership. However, this is a pretty cool experiment to bring back a more serious version of the XFL. If you watch that News Time episode, you'll see that it wasn't serious before. It was Vince McMahon owns it, and it was a WWF at the time, WWF match in football form. But now, when it came back, it was mature. It was something that was watchable. I know when my sister got married, and I was hanging out with the groomsmen, we were watching an XFL game. People were talking about it. It might have not have had the views of an NFL game, but it was supplemental football. It gave us 2 extra months of football. 3, 2. Yeah. The XFL canceled its season last month after 5 games as part of a nationwide shutdown due to the coronavirus pandemic, pledging to return next year. But XFL's COO, Jeffrey Pollock, ooh, that sounds bad, Pollock, changed course Friday, conducting, if you know old-timey slurs, then Pollock is bad, conducting a 10-minute conference call to inform employees of the news. I thought the XFL was cool, obviously. And it gives these guys an extra chance to play in these games. Because not a lot, but some of the guys in XFL were able to land spots on other teams. Like here's some right here. Chiefs to sign 3rd-rated XFL quarterback Tamau. Steelers boost depth with signings of 3 from XFL. Wow. XFL QB Walker to reunite with Rule on Panthers. Like they obviously. They can obviously get these jobs, and that was kind of what it was going to be. Like it's supposed to be what the G League is to the NBA. These guys are supposed to be able to just go on from there, or just get their second chance and get a fine paycheck out of it too. So then we heard, this is from the Wrap, that they filed for bankruptcy not 3 days later. And this is written by Tim Basinger. I wonder if he's related to Kim Basinger. It's not how you spell it either. In a Delaware bankruptcy court filing, the XFL listed between $10 million and $50 million in debts and an equal amount in assets. Oh my gosh. That's so sad. These people got fired. Some of these guys don't even get their chance to play football again. The league's return got off to a good start. This is the second time that Vince McMahon started this. First one was back in 2001, never forget. And they never got their chance to shine. It truly, there was that one time that there was a lot of cursing on nationally broadcast television. That's all I can say. Let's move on. Then there was that guy that threw up on the field. Sports reporters were down there, like almost every time something important happened, they would go talk to the player immediately. You scored a touchdown. How was that? And that was cool. That was really cool. I like that. This is a huge banner ad on The Verge right now. It's for Vox, and Vox is asking for money. There's a lot of I would rather a journalism-based organization ask for money than to fire people. The Hollywood Reporter, and I understand that's not true journalism, but the Hollywood Reporter laid off some staff. I believe maybe LA Times too. I don't know. Just a bunch of periodicals have laid off staff. Vox hasn't done anything thus far. People at, I guess, IGN are still fine for now. New York Times, just different publishers around the land are, but Vox is doing something different in that they're asking for money from the audience. They're saying, hey, you read this, please give us money. The Atlantic is kind of close to doing that as well, because they already charge. They started charging like a couple of months ago. So I think that's a nice thing to do, though. I'm still supporting the Times, New York Times. Maybe I'll support Vox, and maybe I'll support. That'll be it. NPR. Maybe I'll support NPR. Give me a tote bag. They still do that. They still do tote bags. Actually, no, I looked up. I was on the NPR shop this week. Not even a couple of days ago. I was on the shop this week and I saw, sweatshirts, for $60. Then I saw a tote bag, one of the classic tote bags, $60. And I thought, no, I want to get that for free when I donate money. This next one comes from The Verge, written by Ashley Carman. Instagram redesigns IGTV with creators as a focus. You know what's really funny? I have this phone as the camera, and I've been going for 22 minutes, and I guarantee that the camera's full right now. I guarantee it stopped. I'm going to check, and I would pause the recording, but I'm not going to. I'm going to narrate everything that happens. All right, I'm getting up. Oh, boy. Okay. All right, let's see. It's still going. It's still going. And now you can see that I'm wearing the same color shorts and shirt. I'm not embarrassed about it. God, it'd been funny if I wasn't wearing pants or shorts. This is going to be tormenting to upload, though. My phone upload to the Google Photos is going to take 7 hours. All right. Okay. This comes from Ashley Carman, written by Ashley Carman. Instagram redesigns IGTV with a focus on the creators of the focus. So IGTV is Instagram's answer to YouTube, and it's not a good answer. But famous people seem to use it, and not a lot. Let me tell you, they just upload things that are slightly above 1 minute. I like the constraints of a 1 minute post on Instagram because it's not meant to be YouTube, but then his IGTV thing is meant to be. And then, when they launched it, it was supposed to be a separate app. And then they basically mixed, they basically brought over the functionality of IGTV over to Instagram. So now you can post on the IGTV from Instagram. You can watch IGTV videos from Instagram, but then you have this separate app that can do the same thing, but without the Instagram stuff. Just get rid of IGTV. Nobody wants a separate app. Just like I don't want a separate app to send to you. PlayStation has 2 separate PlayStation apps, and one's for like controlling the PS4 with your phone and messaging and all that stuff, and then the other one is for like seeing if friends are online and going to the store. It just doesn't make sense. Nobody wants 2 separate apps for these things. It's like having YouTube and YouTube Music. I don't want to. It just doesn't make sense to me. So now, IGTV is going to be going to be the. They want it to be the landing page. They want it to be the cure-all for all of your long-form consumption of video. You thought I was going to say content, but I wasn't. Yeah, that's basically it. The company tells The Verge today that it's completely redesigned the homepage to feature a creator on top, tailored to each user based on how they follow. Instagram is a very odd platform for me. It is my favorite social media platform. It is the best one. You can do pictures, and then under your pictures, you can have a giant paragraph or no paragraph. You can do stories. That disappear in 24 hours. You can do polls. You can do live stuff, and it's great. It's fun. It's awesome. It's way better than Snapchat. It's way better than Facebook. It's better than Twitter. It's less racist than Twitter. And again, people do really beautiful things. They do whole posts on there that take up, their entire page, and you have to go to their page and you can see one giant picture made up of like 7 tiny little pictures. It's cool. I think it's a really cool thing. And it helps. It teaches celebrities to connect with their fans. Helps celebrities connect with the fans. Fans connect with celebrities, vice versa, all that stuff. Let's see what else is going on. What's going on? The company is also issuing a small but likely impactful update to the Instagram app. Users can now post their IGTV content to their stories. Oh, of course. A week after I needed it, I uploaded the Larry the Cable Guy interview, and the clip I took out from the interview was 1:42, and I tried to do that to this. I tried to put the IG TV video to the stories, and it wouldn't work. And instead of a freeze frame, 15 seconds of content will play. Yeah, and click through. God, that's all I wanted. Oh, makes me so mad. These updates seem to suggest Instagram thinks people are having trouble finding videos. Yeah, and that might be what's contributing to lower view counts on the platform. And again, IGTV is not YouTube, though. It doesn't have the view numbers, and because nobody wants to, again, watch stuff on their phone. A lot of people, I would venture to say, I bet 2 cookies on it that most people, when they watch YouTube, they watch it on a giant screen. And by giant screen, I mean television. And then the next giant screen they watch it on is your laptop. And then after that, it's their 7-inch phone. I seriously doubt anyone's watching it just on their phone. Last thing I'm going to talk about is something called the All-In Challenge. This is crazy. All-In Challenge is, it was created by, sorry, excuse me, I got to talk to the mic. It was created by and built by Fanatics founder and executive chairman Michael Rubin, along with Alan Titch, Gary Vaynerchuk, with support from the entire Fanatics team on behalf of the All-In Challenge Foundation. So All-In Challenge is famous people just donating experiences for regular people to bid, we'll get to the numbers later, but bid money on, so that money will go to all these different companies, these different beneficiaries. Why did I say it like that? Like Meals on Wheels and No Kid Hungry and America's Food Fund and Feeding America and World Central Kitchen. I know 4 of those, and I've already donated money to one of them, and I donated time to another one of them. I don't know what America's Food Fund is. It's launched by Leonardo DiCaprio. Wow, okay. Anyway, the All-In Challenge. So what it is Jiminy Christmas, the loudest slamming doors in the world. People like Drake, Jimmy Kimmel, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Brady, Justin Bieber, Kevin Hart. I said Bieber, Jamie Foxx, Timberlake, Bill Murray, Ellen DeGeneres, just so many people. And they're all donating these different experiences. So Drake has Fly on Air Drake Party in LA and score tickets to Drizzy's show. And let's see how much this one costs. Oh, starting bid is at $10. And that gives you 10 entries. So some of them are like that. So some of them are $10 for 10 entries, 25 for 25, and so on. And that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of little stuff you win. So you get to Fly on Air Drake, but obviously you get 4 instead of 1 ticket to Drake show. You get 4 tickets to Drake show. You got to be 21 or older. You get a OVO and Nike care package. You get a private party with Drake and his crew. You get a round trip airfare, 2 nights hotel accommodations for 8 people in Los Angeles. Wow, I don't even know 7 people. I know 2 people that I invite. Everyone else could suck an egg. Suck an egg. Let's see. And then a lot of them are like walk-on roles. But Like one of them is When a Walk-On Role in a Scorsese film with DiCaprio and De Niro. But I guarantee it's just going to be like a wait. Like you're a waiter and then they're like, hey, can I get some water? You're like, yes, sir. And that's it. And then others are these these expensive like $50,000 things. I know the Tom Brady one. So some of them are like an auction. The other ones are like enter the win. Tom Brady's, oh Jesus, oh my God, the starting bid was $50,000 for a Tampa Bay home opener game, the game jersey, and dinner with Brady. There are 6 bids, and it's been like a day. And the current bid is $140,000. That is more than a lot of money that I make. I was about to say, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I guarantee this is just for rich people, like truly. I mean, obviously the auctions are for rich people. Gayle King had one. You get to spend a day with Gayle. Well, not a day. You get to go to her favorite breakfast place and her favorite lunch place. Not with her. You get to have a private dinner with her. Then you get to a tour of CBS This Morning studio and a tour of Oprah Magazine, behind the scenes of Oprah Magazine, and then some other stuff. And tickets to a Broadway show with Gayle. And I believe that's it. And the opening bid was $5,000. Crazy. And then, I mean, I think it's an interesting thing to do. You get, there's one, my favorite one. Play horse and sit courtside for Lakers with Magic Johnson. So the starting bid, there's only 2 bids on it. Starting bid was $50,000. The current bid is $55,000. And let's see, you get airfare, hotel, and ground transportation to and from LAX. Auction winner must live in the United States. Enjoy a private tour of Magic's trophy room. Go to LA to play horse with Magic Johnson at the Staples Center. Just like one match of horse. Just one match of horse. I don't know how many matches. And then, this is the best part. Magic Johnson will come to your town and spend one hour with you. Parentheses, office Q&A, attend a special event, go to dinner, or just hang out with you. Come on, man. Mutually agreed upon date. You and 10 of your friends will have dinner with Magic. Your 10 friends will watch a Lakers game in a suite while you watch the game from the floor with Magic. That's insane. That is crazy. 1 hour. Hey, I live in Minneapolis. Can you come and visit me, Magic? Sure, man. I'll be down there. Just 1 hour. He flies from LA to Minneapolis. He goes to Idaho. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I'm gonna quote the interview I just had with Larry the Cable Guy. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. He used to say that in stand up. Listen, the All In Challenge, if you think it's for a good cause, for a bunch of good causes. I like I said, 4 out of 5 of those charities I know. 2 of them I've worked with. Definitely consider it. If you have $10 just to enter into one of these crazy, silly things, do it. It's fun. I want to do it. I have $10 to give. Listen, if you like what you heard here, speaking of giving, head on over to the website, sequelscomedy.com, where you can see a brand new episode. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay, you know what? This interview is going to go up. The interview I just did with Rachel is going to go up the week of May 8th when the movie comes out. So the week of May 3rd, excuse me. But you can read this interview right now, this profile I did on Larry the Cable Guy. It's great, very long. There was a part where a couple episodes ago I mentioned that he and I got into a discussion about what is funny and what is not funny, and I included it in the piece, basically word for word. Obviously for his word for word, but for me, I had to cut some things out. So because I cursed him out. No, I'm kidding. But definitely check it out. As far as I know, his people liked it. As far as I know, they haven't said anything. He didn't say anything negative, so that's good. That's good for me too. TBS or Warner Media put me on their media list. So now I'm getting emails from them, which is great. I love to be in contact with people's PR. The bigger the PR company, the better. The thing is, they keep sending me links for screeners for the ability to watch shows ahead of time. And the company they use, they have not signed me up yet. So I'm just sitting. I have the invitation for all these screeners, but Warner Media signed me up and they never did anything after the fact. Thank you for the invitation, for half the invitation. It's like inviting me to a party and it's saying you can't eat any of the chips and dip, Chad. Do not. I wouldn't, because we're in the middle of a pandemic. If you like what you heard here, head on over to the website, cpluscomedy.com. You can read an interview with Larry the Cable Guy. It's a very good profile. I did a good job. I do say so myself. If you want to see a video version of this show, and I don't know why you wouldn't, head over to youtube.com/cpluscomedy, where I'm sitting in bed again for the second week in a row. Next week, I'll sit in the kitchen or something if my neighbors are quiet. If you also on youtube.com/cpluscomedy is our premiere show, News Time, which is a show where I take one story and I dissect it and I try to put jokes in it. Sometimes it's too serious, sometimes it's too short, sometimes it's too long, but it's always just produced enough. Check it out. It's a good show. I really do like it. We're coming up on 300 episodes, and the coronavirus may have thrown off the schedule for the episodes I had planned out until this week. So yeah, now I'm behind. Congratulations to me. But 300, I think, might be decent. Who knows? Actually, I have no idea for that, but who knows? I always do something fun for the hundreds and the 50s and all that stuff. All right. Thank you for listening. I gotta pull this up. So now all right. Thank you for listening. You're the best. Bye.